Hello YouTube, welcome to your 5th PHP video tutorial. Congratulations on making it to 5 tutorials, and in this tutorial we're going to take it nice and easy. It's going to be nice and short because in the next upcoming tutorials there's going to be a lot of information you're going to need. The next tutorials are going to be really fun. You're going to start using some logic. You're going to start making decisions, or shall I say PHP is going to start making decisions, and basically you're going to start becoming a real programmer because we're going to be going over conditionals. So in this tutorial we're just going to go over 4 operators, nice, simple, easy ones. This tutorial is not going to be super challenging. It's just going to be nice and easy, and hopefully it can hopefully you can have a little break before we hit our next tutorial. So let's go over 4 operators. The first operator we're going to go over is the increment operator, and this is simply a plus plus. And all this operator does is it adds 1 to the current value inside of a variable that you have. So let's give you an example of how this works. Let's create a variable. Inside this variable we'll have 10, and then we'll echo, well, our variable. And then we'll say variable plus plus, and then yet again we will echo our variable. Now what I want to do is I want to concatenate a line break. So I'm going to concatenate a line break so that it's easier to see the output of the values. So let's see what we get. We get a parse error. Let's see, what did I do? Right here. Now as you see, we get 10, which was our first value, but after our second echo, which came after a increment value, we get 11. So all this does is says, hey, add 1 to the end of the current variable that I have. So let's try this again, but let's use minus minus, which is the decrement value operator, excuse me. And as you can see, we have 10, and then we have 9, and all this says is, hey, we want to subtract 1 from the current value that we have. Now, let's go over 2 more operators, and then we'll call it a day. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, we have variable, and let's make sure we echo variable. Okay, we have variable, but we want to add to it. We want to plus equals, say we want to add 40 to it. And as you can imagine, it's going to come out as 50. All we're doing is finding a shorthand way to, yet again, add a value to a variable. And the same can be done with minus equals. Now as you can see, now we get negative 30. Now, I will explain that the increment and the decrement operators you will see again once we get to while loops, for loops, etc. But these two I do not use often. You may want to use often. It's completely up to you. There's no reason not to use them. I just myself don't use them that much, and that's just me. And I'm not a PHP certified teacher. This is something I do in my spare time. So, you know, it's up to you to use them. I'm making sure that you guys have all of the tools that you need to succeed. In our next tutorial, we will be going over more operators, but in our next tutorial, we will be going over conditional statements, if and else. You will be doing decisions in PHP. You will be using some logic, and you will be considered a programmer once you get to logic, in my opinion. Not that you'll be able to do too much yet, but you'll see what I mean. So I will see you guys in the 6th PHP video tutorial, and I just can't wait till to do this one. It's going to be really fun. See you guys then. Bye.